It's been a while since I've done one of my mini crap reviews, but I thought I would share this one with you. Fenders. Now, I'm not one for fenders, I absolutely hate the things. But given what the forest is like at the moment, it is extremely wet and very, very muddy, and I am sick of getting my clothes absolutely filthy. So the big dog now sports some fenders. I did quite a bit of research, and I narrowed it down to the Crud XL for the front and the Mudhugger medium for the rear. Now, you have to be sure to put your phone or a digital level on your chain stays, because then that will let you know which fender you need. I've got 40-degree stays on this, so I needed the medium fender. The large fender would have been too long at the back, and as you can see, that perfectly covers the back wheel. And a good test for me is what my light looks like on the back, and that is completely clean. So imperative that you measure the degree of angle on your chain seat stays for that. This was a little bit trickier to fit because I've got Adventure Plus forks on this bike, no suspension, and it was a little bit tricky to get that on there. If you've got, you know, just a normal pair of round stanchions on your shocks, then you'll be absolutely fine. Any other forks, it's a little bit weird to get it on, but it's on. Not doing a bad job. It doesn't matter what fenders you get, you know, you're always going to get a load of crap at the bottom of your legs and on your feet, unless you're going for a full length one. But even the full length fenders on my winter bike, riding through the forest, I still get my feet covered in mud. But the main thing for me is that my back is both clean and dry. I can't obviously see my back, but putting my hands there, it is bone dry, and there is not one bit of mud sprayed upon my back, which is a very good thing. So, ease of installation, very, very easy. Obviously these are held on by some very strong silicone bands. There was no chopping around of this fender, literally straight on. What I love about it, it's got this rubbery flexible piece that goes under the fork bridge there. I like that, I do like that. And there's no flick up coming up at the lights, as you can see here without the fender. The other day I've had quite a lot of flick up and the lights were covered in it, so we've got nothing there at all, so that's doing a really good job. There is a flexible extension on the Mudhugger, and that's obviously for the pivot point on a full scissor, which obviously isn't applicable here, but I've left it on and I've just put a little bit of self-adhesive foam on there just to stop it scratching the frame. I'm not that bothered about the frame being scratched, if I'm really honest, but I thought I'd put it there. I thought it might have been flapping about, but it's actually not. And these Barzos are doing a very good job of self-clearing of the mud. If you live in an area which is quite thick with clay, that could be a problem getting stuck under there, but as till now it's not been a problem for me. As I said, where I'm riding at the moment is extremely wet and muddy. Doesn't get much worse than this in here, really, to be honest. And both the fenders, you know,
heart rate zone 0.9.
As long as you have a realistic expectation of what these fenders are capable of doing, I think you'll be more than happy. What I wasn't more than happy with was paying 35 GBP for that bit of plastic. But they do appear to be some of the best fenders on the market. They are very easy to put on. They are held on by some extremely good quality silicone backed pieces of Velcro straps, and they go on really, really easily. As I said, this has been cut up there just to get it through the seat stay, so you may have to do a little bit of chopping, but apart from that, no problem at all. No flexing, no flapping around. Very, very stiff, but not too stiff as to not be a little bit flexy over the trail. Same again on the front here. That's really quite rigid, that one is. Yeah. So, you know, I am quite critical of products, and if I'm really honest about it, I cannot really find any negatives of both of these fenders. So if you're in doubt, go out and buy them. I don't think you'll be displeased. I did look at the Mudhugger for the front, and I don't think it was a viable option for this. It looked like it might be a little bit trickier to fit. I took a punt on the Crud because I walked into Halfords. It was £30 on the shelf, and online it was £22. Yep, £22, still a lot of money, given that I paid about £2.50 for one off AliExpress, but the AliExpress one just did not cut it. It was far from it. It did absolutely nothing. I had it on the rear and I ended up taking it off. It was just awful. So I guess really, with the quality of plastics, you really do get what you pay for. They're a lot of money, but they do the job. Ciao ciao, ride safe.